Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how to marker render 3 chairs. And the first one is going to be sort of a rattan wicker kind of chair. So here's the markers I'm using. So you know how I say to you guys, like, don't outline everything because it'll flatten out your composition? I still mean that. But when you're marker rendering, if you want to keep your line tight, you can outline with the lightest color that you're using because then it'll blend in. So don't outline in pen. When you start to draw these things, you should think of drawing them really light, maybe with your 4 or 6H pencil, so that the graphite doesn't smear into, especially if you're doing light colored things. Okay, I'm going to start with my lightest color, and that's the beach sand. I outlined everything so that I would remember to, to not want to go out the lines a little bit. So the light source for this will be just like it's going to be in your living room. So these are windows. So the light's coming from in here. So everything on this side of the chair will be lighter than what's on this side. So first I'm gonna leave this part alone for now, and I'm just gonna color in the rest with the broad side of the same color that I traced everything in. So for this, I can switch directions with my marker on the layers, and that's gonna already kind of give me the woven pattern that I want to see on this chair. So the light's coming in from this direction, so I'm gonna draw some on the legs. So when you're marker rendering, move around your composition to let layers dry a little bit. So I'm gonna take my khaki and I'm going to just color the inside edge of the legs, because the light's coming in here, it will hit, and it will not hit on that side of the leg. And I'm also gonna hit the underline, like where things hit other things and where there's seams, with this khaki as well. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the khaki, and I'm gonna do some of the wicker slats. I think I've told you I'm not really best at using a ruler, but if you wanted to make things a little tidier, feel free. Okay, I'm going to go in back with my light color, the beach sand, and I'm going to color the whole thing in, including what I left light before. When your light colors, your lighter colors can be used to blend things like a blending marker, and kind of, smooth out rough edges. So I'm gonna Now with that same marker, I'm gonna do some stripes, or you know, some texture. Okay. Oops. So now I'm going to take my darkest color, that is the hazelnut brown, and I'm going to find where all of the darkest parts would be. So it'd be like under here, in this seam, in this seam. I want to darken these up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to use this darker part to make some other seam lines in here, just on the right side. And I'm going to go back in with my khaki, and I'm going to do some all the way across. So now I'm going to try and add a little bit of a cast shadow. And like we talked about before, these just have to be convincing. You don't have to get too mathematical on this. But so I know that the light's coming this way, so the cast shadows are going to go this way. And, you know, it can be as simple. I'm using the hazelnut brown again. And of course, the cast shadows would depend on what kind of floor or surface that the shadow's being cast on. So now I think I'm going to be done with my marker work, and I'm going to go in with my brown pencil and just, oh shoot, okay, nothing gonna work. Tighten up the seams here. Kind of lost it over here. Okay, and then I'm going to take my white pencil, and with the side of it, I'm just going to add a little bit of texture over here in the white. That lightens that up a little bit. And then with my brown pencil, I'm going to do the same with the side of my pencil over on the darker side. Hit that top with a little bit of white to lighten it up as well. And then you don't have to do this, but you might like to use a little bit of a micron pen or some other pen just to tighten things up. But again, don't make a you know, like a full contour line with this around everything. Just some touches where it's exactly the darkest place to be. there you have it.